Can we take a moment? Breathe with me. Picture this world. A world overflowing with choice, and yet just beyond the glow, a different story waits. Walk a bright supermarket aisle. Pyramids of apples, mountains of lettuce, rows of warm bread. The air smells of possibility. We have built a world that produces more than enough. But a few blocks away, or across the street, another life plays out. Dim kitchens, empty fridges. A mother peers into a hollow fridge. The only thing overflowing is worry. This is not laziness or a number on a chart. It is love aiming to protect a family that cannot quite make ends meet. These two worlds, abundance and emptiness, sit side by side. That contrast should wake us up. This is not a distant tragedy. It is happening here and now, in our towns, our neighborhoods, in 2025. Hunger is not just economic. It is a moral wound we can heal if we choose to. Imagine a child who walks past a bakery every morning, pressing their small face to the glass. They smell warmth, sweetness, a bounty the world produces and then discards by the thousands. That pane of glass becomes an unscalable wall, a daily reminder of the divide in our communities. Choosing rent over food, rationing meals, these are not choices of character. They are the result of systems stacked against some of us. Often the hungry live beside the well-fed, separated by zip codes, policy, and neglect. One block hosts organic markets, the next is a food desert stocked with processed shortcuts for survival. These divides are not accidents. They are the footprint of policy and profit. An empty pantry mirrors a collective failure, a gap in our commitment to one another. When we see a struggling family, see faces not stats, see neighbors with hopes and fears like yours, they deserve the same chance to learn, to play, to dream as every child in our towns. You are good people. You give because your heart is in the right place. For decades, we've been told charity will fix what is broken, and many organizations do deep life-saving work. But some systems have grown top-heavy, where brand, gala, and acquisition outshine the human being they exist to serve. There is a tragic disconnect when the methods to fight hunger mirror the excesses that contribute to it. When donors become metrics and recipients become case files, something essential is lost: the human connection. True charity affirms dignity. It looks someone in the eye and says, "I see you." We must return to that promise, not to move resources as transactions, but to restore our shared humanity. Honest, small-scale, local action can bypass bureaucracy and deliver care with respect. Transparency, reliable routines, and visible impact rebuild trust between giver and receiver. When people receive help respectfully, the act of giving becomes what it was always meant to be: an expression of care. When charity breaks its promise, the casualty isn't only food, it is trust. Dollars given, food stored, and then it never reaches the table. That gap is the accountability chasm. Every headline widens that chasm. Donors grow cynical, recipients grow resigned. We look away. We stop believing our small actions matter. We can build systems that show the journey of a donation: checkpoints, receipts, open ledgers, real-time routes. Trust is rebuilt by consistent, visible, humane action, not glossy brochures. Consistency beats spectacle. Showing up every week matters more than one grand gala. Honor both the giver and the receiver. When we do, the bridge grows stronger and fewer people fall through the cracks. Nearly 40% of the food we produce in this country goes to waste. Let that number sink in. For every 10 bags of groceries, 4 are thrown away. Left in the fields, pulled from store shelves, dumped from kitchens and our own homes. Billions of pounds of perfectly good food wasted. It rots in landfills, worsening our climate, while neighbors go hungry a few miles away. This is a moral and logistical failure we can fix. That mountain of waste is actually a sea of opportunity. Salvageable apples, day-old bread, imperfect produce still full of life. Redirected, those items can feed families, nourish children, and become the foundation of community resilience. Logistics, liability concerns, and cold storage are hurdles, but not insurmountable. Human ingenuity can solve them. Imagine turning a landfill story into a story of community kitchens full of meals and shelves stocked with dignity. We do not need one giant program. We need simple, community-led hubs, local warehouses or centers that rescue and redistribute food. These hubs take produce from farms, stores, and restaurants and sort it with care. Imagine a year-round community kindness shelf at every grocery store, a beautiful, maintained place to drop an extra can or bag. Buy one extra item while you shop, drop it in. It becomes immediate direct help, no special trip required. Or plant kindness gardens in parks, schools, and churchyards, tended by neighbors, harvested for neighbors. These plots feed bodies and build community. No questions asked, only dignity given. Use simple tech to coordinate pickups, track deliveries, and log impact publicly, so donors see outcomes and recipients get help quickly. Transparent labeling and local maps keep everything accountable and local. Local efforts bypass overhead, preserve dignity, and are quick to adapt to real needs. They are practical, they are already working, they are the seeds of a different future. There is power in silent giving. When nobody films, the exchange stays pure. A blank tag, a late-night pantry restock, a bag left on a porch, acts that say, "This is about you, not me." We live in a culture that rewards visibility, but the truest kindness needs no audience. Turn the camera off. Let dignity be the measure of our work. Set food down carefully. Label shelves, take what you need. No invasive forms, no shame. A full pantry at first light is dignity in action. Quiet, steady, life-changing. Ask yourself, is this for likes, for tax forms, or for responsibility to another human being? When we give for the right reasons, generosity becomes a quiet force that reshapes communities. Silent service changes the giver too. It purifies intent and anchors us in what matters. This is a quiet revolution, open to every one of us. Today I introduce Project ARC, Acts of Radical Kindness. A pledge, not a headquarters. No central inbox, no glossy campaigns. A decentralized promise to act with courage and care. 3 pillars: accountability, transparent systems, resourcefulness. Rescue what we can, kindness, always silent and dignified. Every donation, every hour, every meal is tracked and traceable. But not for vanity, for accountability. Talk to a store manager, start a kindness garden, organize a food rescue route with neighbors, stock a little free pantry, leave a bag on a doorstep, do it without credit, without a camera. Project ARC is many small acts connected by a shared ethic, a tidal wave made of quiet ripples. This is your invitation, you do not need permission. Take a vow, begin with one act. Today is August 27th, 2025. Let it be the day we say enough. A day we stop accepting waste and start building systems that feed our neighbors. Start with one conversation, one bag, one garden bed. Invite others. Multiply quietly and steadily. Rescue a meal, stock a shelf. Help a neighbor, not for praise, but because it is the right thing. This is important work, mending our world one neighbor at a time. The choice is yours. Join the silent rebellion. Project ARC, Acts of Radical Kindness. Let our quiet kindness change tomorrow. Thank you. Begin today, quietly, kindly, together.